How do you feel on your birthday when the spotlight is on you? Great, right? What about when people surprise you with a special gift or party on your special occasion? You feel great, right? Astonished, excited. Some people will even cry, some will scream, oh. Some will even blow first air to themselves just to show their excitement. That is exactly the way we make people feel at the Iconic Brand Awards. We celebrate people and brands who are doing exceptionally well in their various industries because we understand that this is going to motivate them to even do more. My name is Omobabinrin Adeola Osideko, and I am the convener of this great event, the Iconic Brand Awards.
Recognize phenomenal business or personal brands that have a track record of consistency and quality attributes.
An iconic brand should be given a pat on the back and told, well done, else they might lose motivation when without any recognition. And this is why we want to celebrate them to keep up the good work.
Our awards have opened more doors of opportunities for our awardees, both nationally and internationally. We are happy to impact lives positively at TIBA.
TIBA 2023 is here, and it is our 5th edition of impacting brands by putting them in the spotlight and celebrating their outstanding efforts.
And this year is not just for dinner and awards. We are adding a global conference to our list of events.
See you at TIBA 2023.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. And I hope you're all doing great. If you can see me and hear me, please let me know. Good to be here. Oseni Yusuf, good evening. Thanks for joining. My name is Omobabinrin Adeola Osideko, and it's a beautiful Friday evening right here in the beautiful city of Abidjan in Côte d'Ivoire. I'm so excited to be here today to be doing this. And I am so glad I am having an amazing guest this evening that we are going to be chit-chatting, talking about how we can maintain healthy competition while we are building a sustainable and an outstanding brand. This is a very exciting topic, and I would love you to sit back, get your popcorn, your juice, whatever it is you want to get it, and let's dive straight into business. So I am going to be bringing my guest in, and she's going to be introducing herself. Unlike the conventional way we usually have it, I will read her bio and all that. I'm not going to do that. So I will allow her to introduce herself to you. Then we'll kick off from there. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sorry. I'm still in work mode. Don't mind me. Good evening. How are you doing today?
Very, very well, thank you. And you?
How is London today?
Good, not bad. Not bad.
You're in London, right? Or outside London?
I'm in London. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to have you. Thanks so much for doing this with us. We are so honored to have you live on our broadcast today.
Thank you.
And I will give you 1-2 minutes to introduce yourself to our audience so that they will know who is speaking to them this evening.
Okay. Okay. My name is Yetunde Oyeleye, as you can see on the screen, and I'm a personal branding and content strategist, mainly on LinkedIn. So what I do is I help you to build your personal brand, and and also put our content there to make you visible, to your target audience, and also to make you a star on basically on in your niche or in your industry. So that's what I do.
Okay, thank you very much for joining us. And today we are going to be talking about how we can leverage healthy competition in building a sustainable brand. I know we can get a list of questions I will send to you. You will check and all that, but I don't want us to do that because last week when we had this conversation, we have this kind of live stream. I discovered that eventually we did not even use the questions that we had. We were just flowing naturally from one thing to another, and it was a very interesting conversation. So that's why I was just like, okay, let's just allow things to flow naturally today. So I'm going to start from competition. When you hear the word competition, most of the time people think it's a bad thing. It paints it like, oh, you're competing with me, you're rubbing shoulders with me. And I don't always believe that is the case, because there's something we call LD competition.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
before we go to what is LD competition and on LD competition, can you just give us like a general overview of what you think competition is, especially in the light of business owners, brands, the personal brands, corporate organizations, and so on and so forth?
Competition itself, be it between brands or whatever, is when probably I would say two brands offering, maybe the same product or line of products are are they're putting out products there, similar products, but under their own brand name, or under their own brands, and trying to probably get a greater share of the market.
Markets, yes,
Yes,
yes.
than their than
Other
the,
person,
than the company.
other
Yes,
branch.
yes. So
So
basically
I
that.
want to also add that it might also be services, it might
Yeah,
not
sorry,
just
it could be services. Yeah.
yes. So once they are doing the same thing and someone is just trying to outshine the other to get
Yes.
a larger part of the market, and most of the time I think it's not just about outshining the other, it's just about profitability. The bottom line is profitability.
Yes.
I want to get the
It
larger
is
share of the market, like you said, so that I can have
Yes.
more customers, I can have more loyal customers that really love my
Yes.
brand and are ready to patronize me. Because you will discover that over the years, we know some brands that there is no competitor that's been able to win their game. I don't want to start
Yeah.
mentioning brands, but you will see this product from 1970s, 1960s. They're still as
Yeah.
strong as there's this brand of sugar that we usually eat. And somebody put something out one day and said, this sugar brand doesn't do adverts. They have not branded. I know you would have known the sugar I'm talking about by now.
I did.
They have not rebranded since 19 whatever they have started. No advert, nothing. And you will see that this sugar is still selling like hot cake in the
Yes.
market.
Yes.
And over the years, there has been a lot of other brands of sugar coming to the market, but they still cannot beat that sugar. It's only God that know the kind of juju they are using.
And it just might be the fact that maybe they were the first to come. There's always the first what's it called? Is it first entry advantage or something like?
Yes,
like
first entry advantage.
Yes. So if you're the first to come out and you
just get
stay on
stuck
top
with
of your
them.
game. Yes, it's very hard for another
And
brand
I also
to come
think
in.
one of their advantage, one of their like USP, unique selling points, is that the way they put the sugar, they put it in cubes.
Yes.
And I'm not really sure I have seen any other sugar brand put the sugar in cubes like that. I don't know whether we have, maybe imported, that is not really popular, but
I've not seen either.
local brand putting it in that kind of cube package. And so I think a lot of people just get stuck with it because, when you want to take your tea, it's easy for you just to pick one cube or two,
Yes.
just drop
Yes.
it into your tea and you're just good to go, instead of looking for spoon, to put some in the tea and all that. So I think they just have this unique advantage that nobody has been able to break. Maybe I'll start selling sugar from tomorrow so that I can break that.
No, but see, the funny thing is, if other, for example, brands coming, people will still have that notion that this brand has been there.
It's the
I
best.
know the brand is the best. Why would I want to switch? So
it's just like a brand of noodles too. We just get stuck with these noodles.
Oh, yes.
Even the general noodles, nobody even care about general noodles. When they go to the market, they call that particular name.
I
know
know.
it's like everybody's
Exactly.
is just used to it.
Exactly.
And it's really interesting how the market works at times. So okay, we talk about competition generally now. So now let's talk about what is LD competition. So when we talk about LD competition, it's looking like, okay, I think it's something that is good to go, while the unhealthy one is the one that is not good to go. So can you just help us compare and contrast the two? And which one do you think brands should go with when we're talking about competition?
I think healthy competition is I feel like it's probably two brands, and they're offering the same products and stuff, but each brand is let me just use the word competing, but in a way they're more customer centric.
Professional. Okay.
And they're more, yes, it's more of it. It's not really, they're not really after the
other
we want
brand.
to have one over you. We want to be this. It's more of we're focusing on the customer. We want to meet the customer's needs. We want to meet the expectations. We want to, and it also breeds innovation. It breeds innovation. Yes, exactly. So when I'll use an example. I think it's okay to mention names, is it?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Please,
all right. So I mean, I'll use an example that we all know, like Apple and Samsung.
Okay.
I think that's a really good example of healthy competition, because it's like it focuses on improvement.
Yes.
And also differentiation,
delivering value to the customer.
Exactly, because it helps them to improve on their design, on their features, and also on the user experience. So it also breeds excellence. Because when this one comes out with this feature,
another one is looking at how it can also come out
exactly
something similar to just satisfy the customers.
That is exactly, and it's also I believe it's also benefiting both brands. Yes, it's also benefiting both brands, and also what it has done also with other brands, it has made them sit up as well and think of quality. Think of how
to keep moving, because you're just like, my competitor just came out with something new. I need to also think about what I can do for my customers to give them this user experience that is fantastic. So it's not, I think what I can get from what you said is that it's not about pulling the other brand down.
No,
their focus is on their customer, how they will deliver excellence, value, how they will innovate, be creative with their products and services, and just make sure that their customers are happy with them. I think that's just the bottom line.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. So I want you to talk about demarketing. There's something we call demarketing, and I think that is one of the duty of the regulators, the marketing, communication, branding regulations that we have. All these parastatals and organizations, associations that we have regulating the activities in terms of marketing, because you discover that when some people want to market, especially people who are not regulated, let me talk about freelancers now. Some of us that we are not regulated, coaches, trainers, speakers, we are not under any regulator. So we are not really obliged to do this or do that. You discover that when some people are trying to promote themselves or promote their brand, they are demarketing another brand.
Yeah.
You will hear something like, me, I'm not like those people that used to do this and this and this. I'm fantastic. I can do this and this. So what can you say? Do you think it's necessary that we demarket other brands while we're trying to promote our own brand?
No, that's not necessary, because the thing is that, see, we're all unique in our, each brand is unique. Each person or company or whatever is unique. What I bring to the table might is definitely probably different from what you bring. I don't need to demarket somebody else because I want to be seen, and I want people to know. What I do is I offer, I go over and beyond. I could go over and beyond for my clients, or there could be something that I offer that the other person doesn't offer, or I do it in a different way, in a different manner. So there's no need to devalue somebody else just for me to rise, because then again, that those are I believe those are unethical ways of gaining at exactly. All those are unethical practices, and that shouldn't be. We should be honest. Also in delivering our products or services, we should be honest. And we should be fair. And there's no need pulling, any brand down.
In order to look good, in order to prove a point that you are better than the other person.
Exactly.
So just sell yourself, like you said.
Yeah.
Look inward and look at the uniqueness that you have. We used to call it USP in branding, unique selling point. Like you said, there's something you can do fantastically well that other brand cannot do. So instead of chasing shadows, instead of trying to see, what are they doing there? And, every time you're going to their place to go and poke nose, to go and, is it poke nose now or spy? You say, okay, let me, you're just what are they doing? Let me quickly check so that I can go and, replicate. Instead of doing that, I think the focus should be on yourself. Because
Yes.
like you use Samsung and Apple as an example. It might look like they are copying each other, but I don't want to believe they are copying each other because, you know, each of them keep coming out with unique features. By the time Samsung released, for some of us, I just got a iPhone. I just got an iPhone in December. And honestly speaking, it's not like I cannot afford it. In fact, the last Samsung phone I got in 2021, I got it in a price that can conveniently buy an iPhone. But you know what? I was just so used to Android. When people are talking about iPhone, I'm just like, I don't need iPhone. I'm okay with Android. I'm cool. I don't mind buying the latest, you know, Samsung. I don't mind. I just want Samsung. I just want Android. You know, for individuals, don't let me say individuals, for humans, change is very difficult. Especially when you're used to a particular thing. To change is always like, oh, I don't want to change. Let me just be here. You know, we always love our corner. We always want to be in the box. And you know, for a very long time, I was using Samsung and I was okay with it until I had to change for certain reasons. So what I'm saying is that there are so many other people like me that are okay with Android. So instead of Samsung trying to copy Apple,
exactly,
say, I am Android. People love Android. What can I do to improve the user experience of Android?
Yes.
So instead of going to iPhone to go and check, you know, you are peeping through to see what they are doing, what they are adding to their own. Why can't you just make your own user experience fantastic?
Yes, exactly.
And you know, everybody's happy, your customers are good, and they don't have any other cost to you know, go to another brand.
Yes.
Okay, so I think that is really profound and very important that we mention. Now, let me talk about something. Let me talk about this copying thing. Let me give an example. In 2020, during that COVID period, you know, it was a very booming period for coaches, for trainers, because people were not going to work. A lot of people are just on their phone 24/7, trying to see what. In fact, I made the highest amounts I have ever made in that 2020. You know, I was just doing training upon coaching, upon every, you know, I was just raking in money. So something happened. I designed some courses. Because for me personally, I really do not believe in, like we said, I don't believe in copying people.
No.
People can inspire me, you know, but I believe in originality. But because what is mine is mine. You can never take it from me. You know, I believe in just sitting down. If I see something you're doing, I might get inspired. A lot of times, even for content creators, we get inspired with posts. And you're just like, oh, I wanted to talk about this thing before. Doesn't mean you have to copy what someone has already written and just paste it. No. What you need is that idea of that content. You sit down, you write your own and all that. So what happened in a nutshell was that I designed my courses. I did everything from the scratch. In fact, nobody even inspired me on this. From the scratch, I did everything. Only for me to see one flyer one particular day. In fact, people are doing wonders. You know, when you copy people, you copy them. You know, when people are copying people in the exam hall, they copy you, they copy your name.
Wow.
Have you seen that kind of copycat before? Wow. That they will even copy everything. The way you underline, the way you did everything, they will copy everything. That was exactly what happened. You know, I just saw this flyer. Funny enough, this guy came to me. He came to my inbox, and I saw the flyer on DP. I was even thinking it was my flyer. Like, okay, I also use my flyer for DP. That's so thoughtful of him. Something. I was already feeling fly. Only for me to check and discover that it wasn't my flyer.
Wow.
This guy copied all my courses, like all the names I gave to my courses. He copied it. He even copied the design of my flyer. The color, the fonts, the design, everything. I mean, even for me to have seen from afar, I mean, on WhatsApp, that this is my flyer. You know how bad it is. So I opened it and I was so shocked. I'm like, what the hell is this? I'm like, what the hell? So he actually came to my inbox to tell me to come and train for that particular wishy-washy, whatever you call it, that he put together. Because obviously he doesn't know anything about branding or anything.
Exactly.
So he just saw me put it out. He went to copy and paste, and now he invited me to come and train. So I think I was charging 15,000 or 20,000 for that course. And he was charging 2,000 or 1,000 naira.
What? Oh.
You also said what? So when I saw it, 2,000 naira for a course I was offering for 15,000, I was so perplexed. So I asked him, I showed him, I said, what is this? He said, no, it's not, I said, this, and I put my flyer, like I set my flyer,
Yeah.
and I said, you copied me word for word. And the funniest thing is that you had the God to come to my inbox to even come and ask me to come and train. Is it that you that put this thing together, you don't know anything about it? Why are you calling me to come and train for this thing that you put together by yourself? We were just going for them, but I was really angry. I was so worked up. I just told few people within my cycle that, okay, see what is happening, blah, blah, blah. They were just like, don't walk yourself over this. Just let it go. Just leave him and just face front. You can only copy your ideas. You cannot copy your brain. And people always know originality. No matter how you copy and paste, people know where this thing is coming from, and they know if it is original or not. So I want you to talk about this issue of copying other people. What's the difference between copying and being inspired by other people? Would you advise? I know you've really mentioned it when we were introducing this particular discussion, but I want you to dive deep into this issue of copying other brands. I think it's a very unhealthy competition that we need to talk about.
Yeah, it is very unhealthy. Like you said, there's a huge difference between copying and being inspired. When you're inspired by something or someone or a product or a service or whatever, you're inspired by it. You go, how will I put it? You that's kind of a template, okay, this thing, I'm inspired by this, or I like the way this person, and then I go and I create my own, I do my own, I build on it, on it. It's not that I take it, word for word and write it, or I take the exact product. There's no, there's no difference, that's not, that's terrible, because it's also, it's actually a crime, so so I remember also there was a time that I saw a post on LinkedIn, and I was like, I've seen this post exactly, a different person, exactly, and the figures that the person used, the person made, this is the amount, this, and I was like, how? And I had to go back and go and check for that person, and I compared word for word, and I had to call the person. I was like, sorry, I just saw your post that you just and I sent it to her. She was like, what? It's no, that is not on at all. You can be inspired by somebody's post, but sit down and be creative, write yours. That person spent time, to gather the post together, to write the post, and then you just go there, and because you see that maybe it's
within 1 minute,
exactly, and you just go there, you copy it, and you bring it. That's just that's not on at all, and I think we even as whether as freelancers or as brands or whatever, we need to stop that. We need to be creative. We need to be, to sit down and be able to, because to be honest, that's not showing credibility. That's not showing credibility at all. You're going and stealing somebody's post or whatever, so to attract your audience. Okay, when you attract the audience and they come and then now give you the work to do, what are you going to do if you can't do? It's just not right. So
and it's even deceptive, because like you said, now somebody is quoting somebody's figure. Maybe his income figure, like I made $10,000. You quoted the same thing when you did not make any dollar in the receipt.
You've not made any dollars, so that means you're lying. So if clients come, they're gonna say, okay, they saw this and everything. That means you're gonna lie. Oh yes, I did. I actually, that's wrong. That is, you don't lie to get to get clients. Start from where you are. I know people who came on to LinkedIn as freelancers and everything, and they didn't even have a portfolio, and they got gigs, they got deals, not from being truthful. This is what I can do. You don't need to lie. You don't need to go and look for some influencer or someone who, to copy their post or whatever, and then start using that to attract people. No, because anything that is built on falsehood will eventually crash.
Will not last. Yes,
no.
It will eventually crash. No. Okay, somebody is asking here that is reposting same thing as copying. I think the answer is no. If you're reposting somebody's
No,
content, it's not.
it's not the same thing. At least you're giving credit to the person. The
To the
person's
person.
profile will
Name
show. No, the person
will
it will show. So yeah,
So
so
it's
that's
not
fine.
the same.
It's not the
Okay,
same.
we are going to take a break now, and when we come back, we are going to talk a little bit about collaboration.
Yeah.
What would you suggest? Would you suggest that brands should collaborate, even though they are doing the same thing, they have the same line of products or services? Does it look like if they are collaborating, it doesn't make sense? Like, why should I collaborate with my competitor? You know, so we're going to talk about that when we are back. Let's just take this.
How do you feel on your birthday when the spotlight is on you? Great, right? What about when people surprise you with a special gift or party on your special occasion? You feel great, right? Astonished, excited. Some people will even cry, some will scream, oh, some will even blow first air to themselves just to show their excitement. That is exactly the way we make people feel at the Iconic Brand Awards. We celebrate people and brands who are doing exceptionally well in their various industries because we understand that this is going to motivate them to even do more. My name is Omobabinrin Adeola Osideko, and I am the convener of this great event, the Iconic Brand Awards.
Recognize phenomenal business or personal brands that have a track record of consistency and quality attributes.
An iconic brand should be given a pat on the back and told, well done. Else, they might lose motivation when without any recognition. And this is why we want to celebrate them to keep up the good work.
Our awards have opened more doors of opportunities for our awardees, both nationally and internationally. We are happy to impact lives positively at TIBA.
TIBA 2023 is here, and it is our 5th edition of impacting brands by putting them in the spotlight and celebrating their outstanding efforts.
And this year is not just for dinner and awards. We are adding a global conference to our list of events.
See you at TIBA 2023.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, you're welcome back, everyone. Thanks for staying with us. This program this live stream is brought to you by TIBA. TIBA stands for the Iconic Brand Awards. If you're just seeing us or you're just hearing about us for the first time, you can check us on all our social media platforms, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or you can visit our websites. Our website address is on the screen, just to know what we do and what we are up to. So you're all welcome once again. So, okay, so guys, can we talk about this issue of collaboration between brands that are competitors, literally?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I believe that brands or competitors, whatever, should collaborate because number one, it helps to build relationship and trust, between brands. And also it helps to, brands can reach like a wider audience when they collaborate. So if for example, if one has 40% of the market, the other one has 20 or whatever, by the time they collaborate, they're able to reach a wider audience. So that's, it's good for collaboration. And also, they can like promote each other's products. When they collaborate, they're able to promote each other's products. And, like I said, there's a wider reach. They're also able to reach audiences that they were not able to reach as a small, alone, as an individual brand or whatever. So when they now collaborate, they're not able to reach a
wider audience. Like your audience are watching from your page now, my audience are also watching. So we have the leverage of wider audience. Okay, exactly. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So can you give us examples? Maybe you can lay your hands on any example of competitors that brands that are competitors that you've seen over the years collaborate and it has been amazing. So let me go first so that you can use the time, to think through it. So for me, I've seen a lot of music brands come together to collaborate.
Yeah.
I think I saw one today.
Okay.
I'm a Jesus baby. So if you are if you are wondering,
Yeah.
I'm used to gospel. I don't listen to hip hop. I don't know what they are doing there.
I know.
So for me, today I think on YouTube I was just watching. I was listening to a particular music. Then I saw
Yeah.
another music pop up. I saw
Yeah.
Minister GUC, this
Okay.
Minister GUC from Easy Concept, and this Esther Oji. The two of them collaborated together and they did a song. And I saw the views of
Okay.
that song. The song was just 6 days ago, and the views on that song is
Mm.
84,000. I listened to the two
Mm.
of them, and I don't think they have been able to put individually,
Yeah.
now individually, I'm not sure they have been able to pull that amount of views within that
Mm-hmm.
short period.
Yeah.
So that's just to tell you the power of collaboration. So when you are looking at collaboration, don't look at it from the angle of competition. Look
Mm-hmm.
at it from the angle of you are pulling resources together. You are
Mm-hmm.
bringing your 100 and bringing my 100, because they said we should not say 50-50 now. So you are bringing your hay game. You are bringing your hay game, and
Uh,
bringing my hay game,
yeah.
just to complement each other. Like you mentioned
Yeah.
earlier, there are things that I am good at that you are not good at. But the
Yeah.
problem most of the time is that we only think that the other person is the best. We don't have
Mm-hmm.
anything to offer. You
Yeah.
just look at yourself and say, "Oh, how can I compete? How can I stand shoulder with shoulder with this, stand
Yeah.
side by side with this person. I mean, this person is far better than me in all
Yeah.
ramification. I can't even do anything. Most of the time we put ourselves down and we write
Mm-hmm.
ourselves off, thinking we don't have anything to offer. The truth
Yeah.
is that if you look within very well, you will see that you have something tangible to offer. You
Mm-hmm.
might not be able to you might not be able to collaborate with people that are high up there.
Yeah.
Like we said last week, when we were having this live video, you can look at someone you are, almost at the same level. You can pull resources together and come up
Mm-hmm.
with something.
Mm-hmm.
Because most of the time, what happens is also that people look up, like they want
Yeah.
to collaborate with people that are far above them. And when
Exactly.
they hear no, it's a problem. They're like, "Oh, I got a no." They
Mm-hmm.
think I'm a
Mm-hmm.
nobody. If I make it in life, I will show you Shaggy. I will show you
Mm-hmm.
Pepe. No, it's not like that. You cannot show
Yeah.
anybody, because
Exactly.
sometimes you just have to run your race with your peers, with your level, with people within your circle first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Enough capacity, when you build enough value to collaborate with those people up there, you won't even have to chase anybody. Sometimes
Exactly.
he wants to come around to come and say, "Okay, we see you doing this thing. Can you come together? Let's do it." You've seen a lot of music brands today, because I'm a lover of music. You see
Mm-hmm.
a lot of music brands today that one is up there, like up.
Yeah.
There is not even. Let me use Nathaniel Bassey for instance.
Mm-hmm.
There was this particular album he released recently, maybe Iba or something, I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
He featured a particular lady that we've not even heard of at all.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm very sure that for that lady to be on that project, he would have cited something in her that is really valuable that he can bring to the table. So I think what you should concentrate on is how to add value, how to be a valuable person, how to be a resourceful person. When you are resourceful, when you have what it takes for other brands to collaborate with, they are the ones that will be
Yes.
chasing you and say, "Oh, we want you to
Exactly.
come on this project." You don't have to chase them. So it's not always a matter of people who are up there don't want to collaborate with people who are down. No, it's not that. Most of the
Yeah.
time they want to, but when they look around, they can't just find that value that they want. So if you can prove yourself that you have that value that will fit
Yes.
into what they want to do, then they will always, come for you. So I will give you the opportunity to also tell us maybe one or two brands you have noticed, or one or two instances you've seen brands come together to collaborate.
I know there's some of these like sports brands, like there was a time Nike. I think they collaborated with
Okay.
Apple, the sports Apple Sports kit, or there's this Plus Pod. So what Nike did was they created they developed shoes that had slots, so that you could slot in the Plus Pod, the Apple Plus Pod.
Okay.
I mean, they're compared. Why didn't they say, "Oh, we'll go and do ours, and we won't, we'll go and do ours, so that we can be, sliding ours into our own shoes. We won't collaborate with Apple." but that wasn't the case. They collaborated with Apple and they made the shoes, and Apple, the plus pods, they were able to, they made the slit specifically so that you'd be able to, slide in the Apple plus pod. So that's a great example of collaboration. They didn't say, oh, Apple didn't say, no, we're going to go and make our own shoes now so that we're able to be, put that in.
Compete and start fighting with these other brands.
Exactly, over market share for shoes, for running shoes, and stuff. Yeah, so that's a good example of collaboration. So it's there's no point competing.
Rubbing shoulders. Yes.
No, because Nike is already established in that. When it comes to running shoes and stuff, Nike is already established, right?
Yes.
Apple is already established also when it comes to all those, the pods, the plus, and all that. And Nike knows that, and say, okay, do you know what? Let's collaborate. Let's do this thing together.
You are coming from this angle, I'm coming from this angle, and we are giving our customers an entirely new experience.
Exactly.
Just to make sure that what I don't have, Apple could have said, okay, let me start going making shoes, like you said. and Nike can also say, oh, I also want to start making this this equipment or whatever. But they did not do that, because most of the time when you don't have expertise in something, I've seen so many cases, and I think this is even applicable to some of us that render services, not just products. Sometimes people will come and meet me and say, oh, we need somebody to train on communication, blah, blah, blah. I say, I don't know anything about communication. I am not a communication coach. I am not doing it. I can recommend you to someone that can handle it for you. A lot of people come to me and say, I want to write a book. Come and coach me. I'm not a writing coach. I don't coach people on writing book. You understand? Even me, if I want to write my book, I still consult and all that. So, but for some people, they will say, oh, you need a writing coach. I can do it. Now that it's even before now, it used to be Google, but now we have Chat GPT and AI. They just go there, they quickly type it, and most of the time we do these things, and they come back to bite us. They are detrimental to our brand, because you might think you are smart, trying to go to Google to research something. In fact, there was a time somebody told me that a particular person put a lot of things happen in the coaching industry. For some of us that were there, people do a lot of funny stuff. Somebody said a coach put together a training sometimes, maybe to 2,000. All this ridiculous coaching amount. You just look at them, you just know that it's nonsense they're going to deliver. So they just quickly come up. Once they have Canva on their phone, they design with flyer, boom, they push it out, and they're just dishing out rubbish. So the person actually put up a training, or I don't even know what name to call it. He put that up, then he now went to one. There is a thought leader, well-respected leader. I don't want to mention his name. There are times that he will just write and he will put some quotes. Some people like quotes. They like developing on their own and attached to their name. They said this guy went to copy all these guys' quotes.
Whoa.
And that was what he gave them in that training. It's so funny because I don't know, is it by force? It's not by force.
No.
I think the bottom line is know your expertise or know your ability and stay on your lane.
And stay there,
Nosing into other people's niches, into things you don't really understand, into things you have no idea of. Just because you think, oh, I am smart, I can quickly go to Google to research material. The truth is, people know who is who.
Oh,
if
they do.
You know that thing. If you went to copy from Google, it will show.
It will show.
They might not want to talk. They might not want to say anything just to discredit you or discredit your work. But deep down, they know that you are not solid. And it's detrimental to your brand. This year, I have not been doing a lot of coaching and training because I'm preparing for an exam. And I've seen a lot of people come and meet me in box. So somebody referred me to you. Somebody did this. Somebody did that. Even without putting anything out about training and coaching. Parents keep coming in because I have built that ground. I have built that foundation. So I think for competition too, I think for brands too, it is important that in a bid to compete with other people or other brands, don't go and have things you really do not have expertise in. Don't go and add it to your bunch of products or services. Just because you want to outshine the other brand. Stay on your lane. Exactly. If you say you are a writing coach, you only teach people how to write books, how to author books, stay there. Stay there. Don't when somebody now come and say, oh, I want you to teach me about communication. And you say, no, I know how to do it. Don't worry. Let me just come. Just give me 15 minutes. You run to chat GPT or whatever AI tool you're using. You quickly type it. What is called create a course for me on communication. And you download everything and you push it out. No, it doesn't work like that. There's just a way people know when you're
fake. Yes.
There's just a way. Okay, so we're going to be bringing this to conclusion. I'll take another break right now. And when we are back, we're going to be, wrapping this up. So you will just give us your final word on competition, like an advice to brands, how they should compete, the kind of healthy competition they should engage in. We've said a lot of things anyway, just like a recap and just like a closing remark. So let's take this break and we'll be right back.
5 reasons why you should be a part of TIBA community. TIBA community brings together individuals from different cultures and backgrounds. By participating in TIBA community, you have the opportunity to interact with people who have distinct viewpoints, understanding, and reasoning. Networking and collaboration. TIBA community provides excellent networking opportunities. You can connect with professionals, experts, and enthusiasts from various fields around the world. Personal growth and learning. Engaging with TIBA community exposes you to new ideas, innovative approaches, and different ways of thinking. Social impact and advocacy. TIBA community often unites individuals who share common interests, goals, or causes. By joining TIBA community, you can contribute to collective efforts towards social impact, advocacy, and positive change. You would also get the latest updates about TIBA events coming up soon.
So if you're not part of TIBA community yet, I'm inviting you. It's just a WhatsApp community where we rub minds, we share ideas, we share opportunities for business owners, for career professionals, and just for people who are interested in their personal growth and development. So on the caption of those posts, you'll see a link there where you can join the community. Like I said, it's just a WhatsApp group, but we do a lot. People that have joined over the last few weeks, they've had a lot of testimonial on the resources, a lot of things they have been benefiting from the community. So 1 minute break again, and I'll be right back. All right. Thank you, everyone who has stayed with us. We are just about to wrap everything up. So, like I said, you're just going to be giving us your closing remark on this topic, how to maintain healthy competition in building a sustainable brand.
All right. Okay. The first one I'll say is, first of all, identify and leverage your unique strength. So understand your brand strength and capabilities, and focus on leveraging those strengths. That will differentiate you from others. It will differentiate you from other competitors or whatever. And like you were speaking earlier on about the USP, make sure it's clear and it's consistent, and also by doing this, you're opening up yourself to collaboration and opportunities, because by the time you leverage your strength and people know that, oh, this is what you're good at, this is unique thing about you, you find that you don't need to compete. You start getting people start coming to meet you. Oh, they want to collaborate with you. They want to complement your strength or what it is that what you're doing. Exactly. Another one is also try and build form strategic partnerships. Learn to collaborate with other brands or other individuals if you're a freelancer, that also probably align with your values or align with what you're offering, be it product or service. So look for opportunities to form strategic partnerships, because by doing this, then you're also able to to amplify your impact, your visibility, like what we're doing now, like you mentioned earlier, so there's a wider reach, a broader audience, and all that. We're able to combine our resources and everything together. And something else also is focus on exceptional customer service. I know that many people, feel that, customer service, but it's so important. It's so important because it will help you to stand out, go out over and beyond, above and
To
beyond.
deliver excellence to your customers.
Exactly. Meet
Instead
the
of trying instead of investing your energy in competing, invest
exactly.
it in delivering value.
Yes. Yeah. So make sure you deliver value to your customers. Deliver even personalized services. Those are quite good. Not that everybody, offer everybody the same thing. It's nice when, as a client or as a customer, you come and you offer personalized. They're like, oh, this is, this is as
Just
as
for
I'm
you.
coming. Exactly. This is just, tailored, tailor-made for me.
For you.
Listen to
Yes.
their feedback, address any concerns, promptly, on time, improve your customer service processes. If they come, this thing, okay, oh, I didn't like my experience, or this, I didn't like, work on it. Make sure you differentiate yourself, and because it's also, it helps to build customer loyalty.
Loyalty.
When
Look
you make
at
your
some
customer feel
brands
valued
we
and
mentioned
appreciated.
now. Yes. Some
Yes,
of
yes,
them, they have been around for years, and they are
yes,
still very strong, and people are still very loyal to them. Some people
exactly.
cannot consume any other brand apart from those brands.
Yes, yes, exactly. And I also say invest in improving yourself, continuous improvement, whether it be, we're talking about both service and product. If it's a service, please improve, look for ways to improve on your offerings,
Service.
whether they're product or services, to stay ahead, or invest in enhancing your product and service. If you need to go and learn something, take a
Packaging,
course or whatever.
rebranding,
Yes,
social media
exactly.
presence,
Yes,
and
yeah,
so
yeah.
on.
Yeah, so
Even
identify
Google
those
search.
areas. Yeah, identify those areas for improvement and actively pursue improvement. It's important. You can't stay where you are and be, looking at,
Looking
someone
at
who's
people
already
up
ahead, and
there.
exactly, and you want to compete with, with them. Yeah, that's not, exactly. And also, I think each brand should have a strong brand identity. So something that you are, that resonates with your target audience. So your brand values, your unique personality. There's some, like, sometimes, like, even on LinkedIn, some people, they'll be like, oh, once I just read this post, I know you're the one that
I
wrote
know
it.
it's from you.
I know
Yeah.
it's from you. Like, let be known for something. You don't, like you
Yes.
rightly said the other time. This one does that. You want to do this, you want to do this, you want to do this, and then it doesn't. So have a
That's
strong
right.
brand identity. Exactly. And this brand identity will help you to stand out. While also maintaining that collaborative, environment.
Spirit and energy.
Exactly. Exactly.
Thank you so much. I really had, I had fun. It's as if this session should not end, but definitely we have to end it. Thank you, everyone who has been watching. I hope you got value from this session. Please, if you got value, say value, 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 value. Put value in the comment, like bombard the comment section with value, so that we know that we have not just been blabbing or speaking to ourselves since morning or since whatever time we started. Let's just feel, let's feel the love that. Okay, okay. Don't let me talk. Okay, so let's have the value in the comments so that we can be sure that we delivered value to this. Thank you so much, sis. Thank you
Thank you for
so much
having
for
me.
coming. And congratulations. Let me it's in arrears now, Abi. Congratulations for your Tiba. So she's one of Tiba awardees.
Yeah.
And you're just I'm just so proud of what you're doing. I'm just so proud of your humility. The day I just got to know about your age, I was like, ha. I was so shocked. I said, and it's really rare for to see people of your level, of your age, of your caliber to come down to mingle with people who are a bit younger than them, and you hardly know. You carry yourself with so much honor, with so much dignity and respect. And I really, really love that about you. Thank you so much for doing this with us at Tiba. We really appreciate you. And I want to say a very big thank you to my team members. Lucy, I see you.
Yes.
You and the other guys. Yeah, you and the other guys. I know nothing about this arrangement at all. They did everything from beginning to the end. Lucy and all the other team members in the digital marketing team for TIBA. Thank you so much for putting this together. I know this took a lot of effort, forth and back, but I am really glad that we were able to pull through. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, our guests. We'll see you some other time by the grace of God. And we wish you a very lovely weekend, a very restful one, and a productive new week ahead, or new month. Happy new month in advance. Tomorrow is July 1st. I'm going to just play one video, then we'll call it a day. So thank you everyone who joined. Like I said, I wish you a very lovely weekend. So we'll meet again. So if you want to join the TIBA community, if you're interested in joining the TIBA community, please, immediately we finish this video, just look at the caption. You'll see a link that will take you to the community. You will love it. Trust me, you will love it. You're going to get a lot of free materials, free ebooks, free training, free everything. You're even going to get some opportunities. People who see opportunity somewhere, they will copy the link and paste it, or grant opportunity, loan opportunity, business pitch, so many opportunities that people are sharing in the community. So if you want to be part of us, we will be really happy to have you on board. Thank you once again, and do enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.